Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I want to talk about why no contact is the only way to go with a narcissist. And it's one of the hardest things you have to do, whether you're dealing with, a relationship that you got out of, whether you're dealing with friends, coworkers, family, or something like that. If you can go no contact, that's the way you have to go with a narcissist. Now, sometimes people can't go completely no contact. Maybe they have children with the narcissist. They still have to have contact with the narcissist. Maybe they can't break away from a family or something along those lines. But if you could break away completely, that is the best thing to do when you're dealing with a narcissist, because a narcissist will only bring upheaval to your life. When you're dealing with somebody that will not see your point of view, when you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have respect for you, because if they had respect for you, they would be able to sit down and talk to you, but they don't respect anything that you have to say. Okay? So a lot of people struggle with this. A lot of people get to that point of no contact because they've tried so many times to talk to the narcissist and they got nowhere, okay? The narcissist either argued with them and would not acknowledge or validate what they had to say, or the narcissist would go into the silent routine and walk out and not want to deal with it, because to deal with it would mean that the narcissist has to face shame. So what do you do in a situation like this? You've tried so many times to work out the relationship with this person and you're just hitting a wall. They just won't see your point of view. They don't want to see your point of view, okay? Narcissists don't care that you're speaking the truth. What they care about is the fact that they don't want to take accountability, okay? They don't want to admit that they're wrong, or they don't want to change their ways. Narcissists don't want to change their ways. They have one way of thinking. This is what they've been conditioned. This has been their pattern of behavior their whole life. This is what they've been molded to be like, okay? They have a regular, human makeup, and then their environment shapes them. Their childhood shapes them. Maybe they had a toxic childhood, or they were an entitled child, or whatever it could be. But their childhood plus, their genuine nature molded them into who they are. And they're not just going to turn overnight into something else, okay? They may attempt to try to change for you, all right, to try to keep you, but it won't last, because that's not their basic nature. Okay, this is what a lot of people don't get. They think like, oh, I'll go to marriage counseling. Oh, I'll sit down and try to talk to them and everything like that. And you may do okay for a little while, but eventually that basic behavior will repeat again. I've had people come to me and say, we went for counseling and they were great for a couple of months, but then I started to see the same behaviors come back, okay? And this is the problem. And the longer that you accept those poor behaviors, in other words, maybe somebody's talking down to you, somebody's giving you the silent routine all the time, they don't acknowledge what you have to say, they don't agree with you, they put you down, they tell you you have mental issues, they call you crazy, they disrespect you, okay? They don't validate who you are, all right? And you will never, ever be able to resolve conflict with somebody. So the only way is no contact, because that's the only way you're going to have peace. And I'll tell you why. If you don't do no contact and you try to have like a friendship with the narcissist, or you have contact with the narcissist here or there, you know what's going to happen with that? That narcissist is going to upset you. They're going to say something that upsets you. They're going to do something that upsets you. And you're going to be back at square one. Or the narcissist is going to try to weasel their way back into your life, and you're not going to be thinking clearly because time has passed, and you're going to say to yourself, well, maybe we could work this out, because you were dealing with the narcissist from a distance. But the closer that you get to that narcissist, the more that toxicity is going to come into your life, okay? Because narcissists are all about toxicity. They're all about creating confusion. Why do they create confusion? Because they're not transparent. They don't talk the truth, okay? They twist the truth. They gaslight you. They tell you things didn't happen that way. They tell you you're hypersensitive. What they're doing is they're discrediting you and making you doubt your thinking, all right? They're making you doubt your thinking. And this is what a narcissist is going to do. Because when they break you down like that, when they gaslight you and break you down, guess what? It's given them power to feel superior to you. No, it didn't happen like that. That's not how it happened. In other words, what they're saying in a roundabout way is that there's something wrong with you, that your thinking is not right. They're putting you down, okay? They're putting you down. So you have to not accept this kind of behavior because it's going to continue. There'll be another incident. If you don't do no contact and you deal with the narcissist, there'll be other incidents. In other words, other things that a narcissist can do is they can ignore you, all right? You may have that narcissist in your life, and guess what? They don't return your texts for a while. They don't, they give you excuses, say they were busy working and stuff like that. They diss you. They're dismissive, and they make you feel small or unimportant, and that's going to make you feel lousy as well. And this is what narcissists do. Everything that a narcissist does is to put you down in order to make themselves feel superior, because they're actually the ones that are insecure. But what they want to do is they don't want to build you up. So you don't want people in your life that's not in your corner, that's not building you up, all right? One thing about a narcissist is inconsistent. The only time a narcissist will be consistent is in the very beginning of the relationship, because they're trying to win you over. And this is how they fool people, because they're very consistent. And people think, well, I got a real one, they call me every day. They got me on the phone, they're not flaky. But that's because it's the beginning. As time goes by, after 3 to 6 months or along those lines, the narcissist is not going to be consistent with it, because it was all an act in the beginning, all right? That's why I tell you, over a period of time, you're going to see the true core of that person. And once you recognize that you're dealing with a narcissist, you've got to make a mental note or be conscious of the fact that, you know what? This person is not going to change. This is who they are. And if I keep them in my life, they're going to make me feel crappy about myself, okay? This is what they do, all right? Because they're going to put you down maybe in an indirect way or direct way, or they're going to invalidate you, or they're not going to, they're going to, when you say something, they may not, agree with you or something along those lines. And how's that going to make you feel? That's going to make you feel lousy, okay? So go by your feelings of somebody, all right? How does this person make you feel? When you see their name light up on your phone, how does that make you feel? Does it give you a pit in your stomach? Well, then why would you keep that person in your life, all right? And that person's only going to bring more unhappiness into your life, and they're not going to bring peace into your life, because they are not with you. They don't want to see what you have to say. They don't acknowledge what you have to say. They don't respect you, all right? A narcissist doesn't respect you, all right? This is what people don't realize. They won't do that, because to respect you would be giving you credit, and they don't want to give you credit for anything, because a narcissist is generally jealous of you. Why? Maybe you have confidence and they want to break that confidence down. Maybe you don't agree with them, or you don't flatter their ego anymore. So now they have it for you. And that's another thing. Narcissists hold grudges. So even though they may say, oh, yeah, I want to work it out and everything like that, if you caused a narcissistic injury to that narcissist a while back, guess what? That narcissist hasn't forgotten that. And that narcissist is going to want to pay you back for that. So this is why I'm saying, when you try to not go no contact, that narcissist is going to be twice as bad as before, because things have happened along the way in the relationship. Maybe you've had more arguments, you haven't gotten along. And you know what? It's not that they sit there and they say, oh, I appreciate having you in life. No. Now, once they feel they've got you again, then they're going to think about all the things you did to them, and they're going to look to pay you back. And if they don't pay you back in a direct way, if they're a covert narcissist, they're going to pay you back in an indirect way. And how do they do that? They may talk badly to you to other people, or try to smear your character, or do things like that, or try to gang people up against you and or isolate you and alienate you. This is why having a narcissist in your life is terrible, because they're going to, make you feel unimportant, and they're not there for you. Okay. So you have to go no contact, because once you go no contact, that's when you're truly free of all, are they going to call? Are they not going to call? Are they going to show up if we make plans? Are they not going to show up? If I have a problem and I call them, are they going to be able to be there for me? Or are they going to disappear and ghost on me? You can never rely on a narcissist, okay? Because a narcissist will only be around for when it is convenient for them, all right? If there's some kind of benefit in it for them, whatever it could be, all right? Maybe it's just for praise. You have narcissists out there that do things just for the admiration. They want the praise. If not just the praise from you, but to show other people, hey, I did this for her, and I did that for her, and I'm a great person. And especially when you're dealing with covert narcissists, they're always trying to prove to other people that they are, they're great people, and they're always doing things for other people, and they're wonderful, but they're doing it with a purpose. They're doing it to manipulate and look like they are the better person than you are, okay? This is how they manipulate and make others feel like, what? They're a wonderful person, and you're the one who's got the attitude and everything like that. So do you want this nonsense or this crap in your life? All right. If you're dealing with this, whether it's a relationship, whether it's family or something like that, no, you want to distance yourself. Because like I said, when you deal with narcissists, they're going to make you feel crappy about yourself. They're going to make you doubt your judgment. They're going to make you feel alone. A narcissist makes you feel alone, okay? Or invalidated. So go no contact. And once that narcissist is out of your life, it may be hard initially because you're used to having that person around. And maybe there were things about the narcissist that you liked. And, narcissists can be a lot of fun sometimes. And, you could have laughs with a narcissist and stuff like that. But generally, a narcissist is more toxic than they are positive, all right? They're more negative than they are positive. And you'll know by how you feel, your general feeling about when you're around this person, if that person makes you feel good or that person doesn't make you feel good. That's how you know if you're dealing with a toxic person, because a lot of people, they second guess themselves and say, well, I don't know, if they're a narcissist or something like that. If you're questioning about how they make you feel at all, then you know right there that they're not genuine. There's something shady about them, and that you're dealing with somebody that could be a narcissist that gaslights you. So you go no contact. And the other thing too is when you keep these people around in your life and they've broken your boundaries, you are losing your power, because now they know that you are weak. Now they figure, oh, okay, I broke this person's boundaries, but hey, they still want to keep me around as a friend and everything like that. So they must be codependent on me, or they must need me. And now you're fueling that narcissist to think like, you need to have that person in your life. You need to have that person in life. No, you've got to go completely no contact, because if a narcissist feels that you need them or you can't let go of them, that's when the abuse intensifies and they're going to treat you twice as badly as before. It's like when you go no contact and you break that no contact, now that narcissist knows they got you. They got you, all right? That's why we always say, don't break the no contact. You break the no contact, that narcissist knows that they got you. That means that if you go no contact again, they figure you're going to come back. That means that they figure they got you in their pocket and they could treat you anyway. You're not going anywhere, all right? It's about self-respect, having your self-respect and not letting people treat you a certain way that when you make a boundary, it means something. It means something. And a narcissist won't respect your boundaries. They don't care about your boundaries. They don't care about you. Okay? They may care a little bit about you, but they don't care enough about you. They care about themselves. All right? So this is why you have to go no contact, because you'll never, ever have peace unless you go completely no contact. Block everywhere. If they get through to you, they text you, don't respond, nothing. All right? Because the minute you respond, you're entertaining the narcissist, and they feel your power goes down, and they know that, you know what, you're breaking. They can work on you. Their manipulation will work. You're weak. Okay, you break that no contact, you're letting that narcissist know that you're weak. And when you let somebody know that you're weak, then they know that they could do what they want to you. All right? So always, always no contact for life. All right? You don't just go no contact 6 months, a year, and then go back to them, because then you know what happens? You're dealing with square one again. And the minute that you come back is the minute that that narcissist is going to treat you twice as bad as the first time. They'll be nice maybe the first month or two, but then they're going to treat you twice as bad because you came back. That's why there's only one way to go, and that's out the door, all right? Only one way to go. And you have to remember that this person, that is their basic character. I have to accept them for who they are. And I have to realize that this person is not going to make me happy. All right? They're not going to make me happy. Why? Because they will never, ever acknowledge or come to a peace with me or acknowledge what I have to say, unless they're doing it to get some other benefit out of you. Sometimes narcissists will agree with you just to shut you up and say, oh, yeah, just to shut you up so that they can get something else out of you. It's more manipulation, all right? But genuinely, I can't even talk this morning, you guys, but generally, a narcissist will never be able to have agreement with you, because when you deal with a narcissist, you got to remember this. The only way to deal with a narcissist is to either agree with them, inflate their ego, appease them, or to walk away. All right? That's the only way you can deal with a narcissist, because if you confront a narcissist or you put their back up against a wall, you will never win with that narcissist. You will never win with that narcissist. Remember, narcissists have a mental block where they will never, ever, ever sit there and say, you're right. I see what you're saying. No, they will never. I've had arguments with narcissists where they say, I don't really care what you have to say. All right? I don't care what you have to say. Or it doesn't matter what you say. I don't care what you have to say. They don't care what you have to say. Bottom line. That's why you'll never resolve conflict with a narcissist. They don't care what you have to say, even if you're speaking the truth. You've got to go no contact if you want your peace, all right? Build up your support system of other people that are positive people in your life and walk away from that toxicity. And don't waste your life away worrying about the narcissist, because I got news for you. That narcissist is not worrying about you. You have conflict with a narcissist, or you go no contact with that narcissist is not worrying about you. That narcissist is worrying about building their relationships with whoever else is around them. And they feel like, you know what, the hell with you. Okay? They're not worrying about you. Believe me when I tell you, right? And then they expect you to come and kiss up to them if you ever want to mend the fence with them. That's how narcissists are, all right? The only time a narcissist will come back to you after a bad blowout or something is if they really want something out of you. You have something that they really want, okay? And they feel they can manipulate and get something out of you. Other than that, a narcissist, you go no contact with a narcissist, they're not focusing on you. They're focusing on their other relationships that they have in their life, not you, okay? So why are you going to sweat somebody who's not sweating you? Remember that. So I hope that helps you guys, all right? Stay strong, work on yourself, and when you have other things going on in your life, trust me, you're not going to be worried about that narcissist. So cut out that toxicity in your life and live a happier life, okay? I hope that helps you. If it does, please hit the subscribe button and share the podcast. Have a great day, you guys.
Are you dealing with a toxic person or a narcissist and you don't know how to handle this person? Well, if you have a question and you want it answered, you can get a personalized video sent to you. The link is in the bio, wizio.com/the_game exposed, and ask a question and have a personalized video sent back to you answering your question. Whether you have a toxic person in your life, a narcissist, you're having a dating or relationship problem, get your question answered. Go to Wizio, WISIO.com/the_game exposed to ask a question. Links in the bio.
Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. If you're having trouble in your relationship, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who's a narcissist and you're really confused, you don't know what to do, you need some advice or some clarity, well, I offer email and also phone coaching. Please go to the podcast description for the link on how to get email or phone coaching, or maybe you just have a question that you need answered. All questions will be answered confidentially, so go to the podcast description where it tells you how Yaz can answer your questions.